What's going on, y'all? It's Coach Williz, man, and this is the Be Eazy Show, man. You know, on the Be Eazy Show, man, we cover topics about success. We learned about why success is personal, what success means to a community, right? And what is the driving force that makes us wake up every single day and go after the things that we want in our life. This is the Be Eazy Show, man, so be easy. What's going on, y'all? It's Coach Williz, and once again, we are back, man. Yes, sir. I know it has been a minute. It's been few weeks, man. A lot has been going on within those few weeks, man. But as you know, I've still been coming out with content. Maybe not as much on this Instagram platform, but I've still been coming out with content on the podcast platforms, man. We still been dropping podcasts every single week, man. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube as well, man. Check us out. I think another's like Pocket Cast or something like that. But we're on a lot of the pretty much anywhere where you get a podcast, man, we're on there, man. You can check us out on the Be Eazy Show. The Be Eazy Show. You know what I'm saying? Easy with a Z. The Be Eazy Show, man. But yeah, man, let's just get right into it, man. I got a lot that I want to talk about, man. It may not be so much on the normal getting down and personal development and leveling up type of thing, but leveling has been taking place, man. So as y'all can see, man, we got a studio. As you can see, there's maybe a little bit more work that's still going to go into place, but we got the studio up, man. A lot of changes I've been making, man. If you've seen the post that I came out with earlier, man, I got married as well, man, which is a big accomplishment, man. So I was able to get married, man. We got our house together, man. We are buying our house at the moment. We've been able to set up this studio. The whole podcast of what you're seeing right now is a huge help of my wife, man. She helped me set up this whole thing so I could even go live right now. So it's a huge testament to that, man. But that's really, really what I wanted to talk about, man. I really don't want to just make excuses over why I've been so busy here lately. But I really just wanted to talk about the importance, man, of having a partner, man. And I don't just mean having a partner so you can get married to her. I mean strictly like having a person in your life, a partnership in your life, whether it is like a partnership, whether it be in business, a friendship, right, a marriage. It could be, you know what I'm saying, you just helping somebody out, man. Just understanding that when you bring people along or when you add people into the mix, it makes everything that you are involved in that much easier, y'all. So that's what I want y'all to understand, man, is that when we take the time, man, to incorporate other people into our life, man, it makes it so much easier, man. And I need to give y'all some backstory, so I'm not just telling y'all, man, change your mindset. Let me make it pretty much practical. See, before, I think it was like right when I was graduating college, man. Not even college. Right when I was graduating high school, man. Me being single, man. Me not, you know what I'm saying, me doing my own thing, thinking I'm living free. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here smoking weed. I'm out here hanging out as late as I want to hang out. The money that I make is whatever I want to do with it, right? I'm able to do all these things, and it's just strictly free. You can't tell me where I can't go. Can't tell me who I can't hang out with. You know what I'm saying? Can't tell me what I can't listen to. All these things, right? It's just all me. 100% me, man. And I was on the personal development tip. Like, I was on that whole thing of me working on trying to become my best self. I was doing those things that it took for me to try to become my best self. But see, I went through this from, I think, about 18, 19, and maybe late into 19, early 20 is where I met my wife, man. And where we really got close and where we really started hanging out more. But at the beginning, y'all, it wasn't like blissful. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we just clicked and we seen like, oh, you and me, like this is gonna rock. Like we gonna be the ones to make this thing happen together. It wasn't like that at the beginning. Because at first I was on my, you know what I'm saying, I'm still free. You can't tell me what to do. Why you need to check up on me? Why you need to know where I'm at? Why you need to be in my business? Like that's what I was on. I was on this whole thing of I just want to do this for me. Like I don't care who is involved. I don't care who's trying to be a part of my life. Like this is strictly me. You know what I'm saying? And it was killing me at first, y'all. It was killing me at first, and I didn't understand it. And I didn't understand that somebody needed to be checking up on me. I didn't understand that somebody was trying to take a part and somebody was trying to help me, right? So let me give y'all some more backstory so y'all can understand, like, okay, but what does that matter that she came into your life? What does that matter that you chose to accept her to come in? because it brought forth a change in my life, and it made me become more mature because it wasn't just about me now. It was about including somebody else that was going to help me become a better person overall. Do you see what I'm saying? So at first, like, I was still on this thing, man. Like, I'm talking about, I'm still smoking my weed. I'm still staying out. I'm still hanging out with my homies. Whatever my money, whatever I choose to do with my money, I'm doing my thing with my money, man. My business, if I want to do this, I'm gonna do that today. If I don't want to do that, I'm not doing that today. Like, it was all me. As long as I feel like I was handling my business back home, I wasn't getting on my parents' nerve. I was keeping their house clean. I was cutting the grass at their house. I was doing what I was supposed to do to stay in their house. And I was like, everything else out of that is good. Like, I should be straight on that. So for people to try to care about what I'm doing, it was kind of like, it was throwing me off. And I didn't really understand because I didn't want to let nobody in. Because for one, really, it was two reasons why I didn't want to let nobody in. And this is why I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this is why we need people in our life. For one, I wasn't trying to let nobody in because I felt like I had this freedom in my life. And I felt like if I would have gotten to a relationship, I was losing that freedom. You see what I'm saying? And it could be, that was really far from the truth. What you understand is I really didn't have much freedom. I was really restricting myself. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to do better for myself, but I was handicapping myself because I remember I used to make budgets, man, all the time. I used to be like, hey, man, this is how much I'm going to make this week. This is how much I'm going to save. This is how much I'm going to invest. And this is what I'm going to spend my everyday expenses on. And one of those expenses was weed. And I remember I was spending like, I was spending like $150 every 2 weeks on weed. I was probably spending $300 a month. And I was like, man, I want to save this $300. But I don't want to go without weed, right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to stop smoking. But I want to save that money. And I was having this conflict, right? And like I said, because I thought I had that freedom to do what I wanted to do. But I add my wife into my life. And one of the things she said off the rip at first was like, man, she didn't really like weed. She didn't like the way it smelled. She didn't like all this other stuff about it. So I was like, hey, man, I think I'm gonna try to stop. So it made it a little bit easier because I attached it to her and I said, okay, look, I'm gonna stop smoking for her. And I don't like the example that I'm setting for my little brothers when it comes to that. So I'm gonna stop smoking with that altogether. So, like I said, I thought I had a lot of freedom, but what I didn't understand, when I got with her, I was able to gain that freedom. So now that $300 that I was spending every single month on weed, I was able to save that money. Right? Didn't say I was investing that money because I was still new to the stock market thing at the time. So I'm not going to say that I was investing that money, but I was able to start saving that $300, man. And that all came from me taking into consideration what somebody else was bringing into my life, what somebody else was saying to me, right? That just doing that right there made me change the way I was handling my business, right? And the second thing, I said, man, like I didn't want to lose my freedom. Right? Because that's why I didn't want to add nobody in. But the second thing was, I feel like at the time my life was still a mess. My life was still a mess. Like, I still had a lot of stuff to put together, right? I still had a lot of stuff that I felt like I wasn't doing right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm spending my money on whatever. I remember, man, I tried to start this t-shirt business, man. And I remember to get like the heat press, to get the vinyl cutter. It was a software that they was selling too, man. It was a whole bunch of stuff, man. I was trying to start my own t-shirt business, man. And I was just buying all of this stuff, man, ordering all this stuff in, man. And I remember I got paid, man, and I saved my money. I saved the last check, like pretty much the whole last check, and then the next check came around. The whole thing was like, I don't know, like $500 something, man. I blew the whole 500 on all that stuff when it came to trying to start that t-shirt business. I probably did that business for about a month, and I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. I tried to pay for a website. I started trying to like print out these t-shirts. I started trying to do all these things, man. And that stuff right there was like, man, I can't be bringing nobody into this. Like, I still got a lot of stuff I gotta handle, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's still stuff that I'm off balance with. It's still stuff that I'm not doing right. I was like, man, I can't bring nobody into that because I feel like my life was a mess at that point. And not to say they didn't cleaned up and got a whole lot better, but you know, I have got a haircut and everything. But my life was still a mess at that time, man. So I was like, man, I can't be bringing nobody into that, man. Nobody want to be dealing with me. First of all, I don't want to lose my freedom. And second, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to come in here and have to try to clean up my life and put my life together. Like, they got their own stuff that they need to handle. But you can see it like this, man. Me and my wife just moved into this house that we in now, and I'm talking about a whole lot of stuff has to be done, man. Whole lot of stuff. She's moving herself out of her parents' house into our house. I'm moving myself out of my parents into our house. We got all these wedding gifts, all these housewarming gifts. All these things keep coming in, man. These things that we have to buy furniture that we want. All these decorations and all these wall decorations and all this stuff that we want to do. I'm talking about it's a mess. Like the house was like a mess, especially when we was coming over here first, cleaning and everything, getting it ready to move that stuff in. It was a mess, right? It was a mess. But imagine my wife just doing all that cleaning. She hanging up all the decorations. She moving the couches. She doing all that stuff on her own. Imagine how much work that would have been. Or even on my end. Imagine if I was doing all that stuff on my own. Imagine how much work that would have been. Right? But when we came together, and it wasn't just her. Her parents came over and helped us out. My parents came over and helped us out. We had people in the church that came over and helped us out. My friends came over. Some of her friends came over and they helped us out. And they helped us do all this cleaning to get this house in order. Imagine if we would have just did that on our own. You see what I'm saying? Some of us are avoiding filling people in because we thinking by us asking questions or us like going and seeking help, that by us doing that we're bringing more stress on somebody else. Right? And what I made a post earlier, man, if you've seen it. I said, some of us are not asking the right questions, y'all. Imagine if you went and asked somebody some questions, because we had stuff that was going on with our utilities, our heating and air, and by just asking my family members, hey, do you know somebody that can do this? Man, yeah, your uncle does that. Call your uncle, and your uncle can, hey man, look, this is happening with the electricity. What do we do? So you call your uncle, and your uncle fills you in with the steps that you need to take to handle that electricity problem. Even though I don't know how to do electricity myself, by me calling the right person and asking the right questions, we're able to get answers that can solve situations. So, like I said, I was terrified, man. Like I didn't want to bring nobody in, and I didn't feel like I needed that. I at the time I felt like I didn't need no relationship. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need to have no woman in my life trying to direct me, trying to help me, y'all. But that was far from the truth, right? I couldn't have been more of a disbeliever if I would have went back in time and told myself like, boy, you're blind. Because I was blind at the time. And before I got with my wife, y'all, like before I got with my wife, I was in college, but I wasn't in college. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just showing up to class because I knew that was something that you had to do. Like growing up, me going to grade school, I knew that I had to go to school every single day. Right? So at that time, I had a different motive. I was going to school because I knew if you didn't go to a certain amount of classes, you couldn't play in your sport that day. So I had to make sure I was at school every day so I could play baseball. But now I'm in college. I was just going to school just because out of osmosis, out of me doing this for so many years and me just continue to go to class every single day, I was just like, I'm going to just go to class every single day. But I hadn't defined a major, right? I hadn't defined, I didn't have no layout, no schedule of when I was going to take these classes, when they was going to get done. Had no layout on none of that. I didn't even know like really what classes I had to take. You know what I'm saying? I was just putting myself in the classes I thought was relevant at the time, which was really just the basics. But I had no real path over the way that I was going. Right? I'm talking about before me and my wife had even got serious together, man. We get together and she starts walking me through this, man, on this degree plan. I'm like, man, this degree, man, that's a waste, bro. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to fill that out. Like, what's the point of that, man? I'm going to just take this class. I'm going to pass that class. And I'm going to take the next one the next semester. You know what I'm saying? If I want to take 2, if I want to take 1 or 3, it don't matter. So she was like, no. We took this degree plan, man, laid it out. I was like, look, man, you took that one, you took that one, you took that one, you took that one, you took that one. You need to take this, and this, and this. And we need to figure out, do you want to do this degree? Like, do you want to be in this major or do you want to be in this major? So we finally broke it down. I was like, look, man, I want to be in that major. Some stuff happened with the college. That major really wasn't offered. So we was like, okay, look, I'm going to just get into this major. And we started checking all the boxes over. Okay, look, you just need to take this many classes and you can graduate. And on that path, that had me graduating in a year. The path that I was on like another 2 to 3 years of schooling to get maybe the same degree. Right? But the path that she put me on, man, was showing me at that time, look, man, you can get this thing done in a year. Instead of just going about this thing, trying to handle everything yourself, man, bring somebody in that can help you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that just because you find some help, go marry all the people that help you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I was blessed with a person, man, that when she came in, she put me in a position of where she did help me. And she did help me get into a better position in my life. I was blessed on that end. So I'm seeing that. That's just one example. I can tell you the example about her putting me in church, right? And me never thinking that I'd be in church. Right, her helping me see like the whole vision. Like she makes jokes at times like I was nothing until I got with her. Like, and I'll buck back and say like, man, that wasn't true. I was doing my own thing. But no, it's not that I was. It's not that I was really doing a whole lot without her. But it's the simple fact that I was all over the place, and when I got with her, I was put on a path. Right, so I was just in the car driving, but I had no destination. I had no GPS over how to get there. But then when I put her in the passenger seat, and when she got into the passenger seat, and she was like, look, man, we going here. And I was like, okay, well, how do we get there? She puts it into the GPS, and after it gets put into the GPS, okay, turn left, turn right up here, and then we going to get there. And I was like, oh, okay, pieces started to fall in line, man. Things started to work out the way that I wanted it to, man. And like I said, I'm just saying this from my own personal perspective of a marriage. But this same thing could be you in business. You could be trying to handle all this stuff on yourself, because that's what I was trying to do. Everything that was coming with the podcast, it was coming with the publishing, it was coming with editing, it was coming with posting. All that stuff I was doing is strictly all by myself. I didn't know about these other softwares out here. I didn't have time to research and do all this other marketing, man. And I brought one of my homies in, man, and he started telling me, look, man, you need to go get a password manager. A password manager? I was like, man, what is that? He was like, no, you need a password manager because you don't need people hacking into your stuff and figuring out all your business stuff. I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, look, man, on top of getting a password manager, we need to be on a different platform, because what we recording off, we ain't getting the type of sound quality that we going for. This type of stuff I was overlooking because I was trying to do everything myself. But when I chose to bring somebody in that was willing to help me, when I chose to bring them in and they was willing to progress me, you see what I'm saying? When they was willing to do that, then it was willing to take me places that I thought that I could never get to, until I was choosing to bring somebody in. And see, y'all may be hearing this off the rip and just like, oh, okay, so I got to find somebody, and then when I get with the right person, they're going to lead me into the position of where I'm trying to go. Yes, they can help you, right? But I need you to understand, give and it shall be given unto you. So I'm not saying that I'm just, you know what I'm saying, the world's best husband. But if my wife if I know that she's giving full effort, I'm not going to go and give her like, hey, look, I'm only give you half today. I'm not going to do this. You know what I'm saying? So as dedicated as I see her handling her business at school, I'm not going to be like, look, man, I'm not going to bring no money in and not go to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, hey, man, look, I thought the business was going to work out. It's not. When I see her giving 100%. So how am I going to turn around and give her 50%? It may be times that I may be tired. It may be times that I don't feel like doing something. I may be irritated. I may be like, man, why are you asking me to do this? But still, I have to understand the sacrifices that she made, the value that she provided in my life, and I can't do the same and not give her value as well. You see what I'm saying? That's every relationship of your life, man. Some of us are going at these relationships wrong. So what I'm trying to say is, like, off tops, man, I can't say all the value that I gave to my wife at the beginning, because I wasn't that guy. I wasn't sweet. Like I still don't understand at times why she chose to keep rocking with me, because I was not that sweet. Because at the first, I told y'all, I was not trying to get into a relationship. So I was not thinking about giving no value to her at all, because I was not trying to get into a relationship. But what did she do? She kept giving value to me. She kept giving value to me. And after the more that she did, I said, okay, after a while, she's not going to keep outdoing me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with her, but she's not going to keep outdoing me and keep bringing more to the table than what I'm bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just money, right? That's not just food. That's not just gifts. That's not none of this. I'm talking about, I'm trying to be there, and I'm trying to give her as much attention as I can when I have the opportunity to. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to give her as much love as I can when I have the opportunity to. I'm making sure that I'm praying for my wife on a daily basis. These type of things on a numerous basis, I'm making sure that whatever relationship I'm in, I'm giving value to it. You see what I'm saying? I'm giving value to it no matter what relationship I'm in. If it's with my homies and my homies is going through something, call me and I'll help you walk through it. I'm not gonna blow you off, right? All my homies that I chose to walk in my wedding, right? I made sure that, look, it wasn't just a thing to where I was just taking from them, but I'm on numerous of times I'm giving to them. One of my homies play college baseball. I'm making sure I'm at his game supporting him. I'm making sure I'm constantly telling him, like, bro, you got this in you. You gonna do something, right? One of my homies is like, he's starting this real endeavor with a girl, man. They moving in and they doing all this other stuff, man. And I'm making sure that I'm helping them. I'm walking through them, telling them what I'm dealing with in my relationship, how I can be vulnerable, and how I can show them, like, bro, you can make it. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell my homies, like, I'm giving to y'all. I'm not gonna have y'all shortchange none of that stuff, man. One of my homies been trying to start a podcast, and now he see me starting a podcast, and I bring him in to do the podcast. What is he talking about to me now? I want to start a podcast, and these are the things that I'm doing to start the podcast. So I'm making sure no matter what relationship I'm in, I'm giving. And I'm not giving just so I can get, but I'm giving so they can improve. And that's a different type of love there. I'm not loving you so you can give something to me. I'm loving you so you can be a better person overall. Right? That's why that love that Jesus gave to people, it wasn't just this love that we felt like he was taking from us. But this love that Jesus was giving to people is that it was so genuine that, look, man, whether I know you or not, whether I ever see your face or not, whether I know your name or not, I'm giving to you because I genuinely want you to be a better person. I genuinely want you to be in a better situation than what you in right now. So that type of love is not something that's just going to die after one season. That type of love is not going to just die after one little trial. That type of love is going to be able to work patient. And after it works patient, it's going to continue to increase and build your faith. And it's going to continue to improve the relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying, man? Like, at times I couldn't understand that. Like, that's why I was so terrified at the beginning of getting with my wife, because I knew the commitment that it was going to take. You see, I knew that the commitment that it was going to take, man. I knew that it wasn't going to be easy, man. I stopped listening to people that wasn't talking about marriage. I was already listening to people talking about marriage. And I was like, man, that's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work. And I'm on my own grind over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how I can get rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to become an entrepreneur. I'm trying to get through school. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get all this other. I got a lot to handle right now, man. Like, a wife is the last thing I'm thinking about getting. Like, I'm not trying to do that because I knew all the work that it was going to take, man. And I knew what I was trying to set myself out to be. Like, I was trying to be an example to people. So I knew that it was going to take work for me to do that. And I knew people was going to be looking up to me like, oh, okay, he got married. Now what he going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? It's like we look at these athletes that go number one every single year in the league. Oh, they got into the league. Now what they gonna do with it? You see? What you gonna do with it? Because people gonna start paying attention. They might not even be asking questions. And you might not even think they be paying attention. So I finally posted a picture, man, and finally told everybody I got married. You know what I'm saying? I showed a few videos of us walking down. All my homies heard. You know what I'm saying? Her family, my family, all this whole thing. Everybody flocking, liking the picture, commenting on there. Congratulations, congratulations. I've been on here every day. I've been going live. Nobody hops on the live. I've been dropping pictures. Nobody be liking the pictures. I've been doing all this stuff all the time. And you telling me people are paying attention. I don't just drop this video. Y'all see this video out of nowhere that I done got married. And now everybody got the time to type congratulations. Everybody got the time to like the picture. People got time to put it on their story. They got to write good things about it. People DMing me. People like texting me on my phone. Congratulations, bro. So y'all got time to do all that. But when it come down to me like actually coming out with dropping videos that I'm trying to progress my brand. I'm trying to be improve my brand. People don't have time to like and comment for those things. You see? They paying attention. So whether you think they seeing or not, they paying attention. So, okay, Isaiah, now we see you got married. Now what you gonna do? You see? We see you got married. Now what you gonna do? We see you done started your business. Now what you gonna do? You see? We see you done moved to this other little area. Now what you gonna do? People paying attention, y'all. I need y'all to understand that. They looking. They not just blowing you off as if they don't know that you're there. They paying attention. So I need y'all to be ready for that, man. And I need y'all to understand, if y'all gonna be ready for that, it doesn't require you doing everything on your own, man. Okay, how big you think you are? We're not playing tennis. And even if you think tennis is, oh, everybody talks about tennis and golf is this single sport. No. I was just watching tennis today for some odd reason, man. And it was a lot of people off in there. It wasn't just the tennis players. It was a lot of people. And it was singles tennis. It wasn't doubles. It wasn't team. It was singles tennis. Right? You got the person that's carrying the balls. You got the person that's they cleaning the bench. They doing all that stuff. You got the person keeping score. Excuse me. You got all these other things going on. You got the tennis players. They got their coaches. They got all this stuff going on. So it's a lot of people involved. Same with golf. You got the people like the caddy. Thank you. Man, here clogged up over here. Man. But we gonna be authentic about it, man. But you got people like when it comes to golf as well. You got people when it comes to golf. They got the people carrying their golf clubs with the caddy. You got the people like they do the trainers. You got people that do like the massages. People that drive them around. It's a whole team no matter what. Yeah, it's a whole team no matter what. It's a whole team that's involved in this. So you can't just think that, oh, it's just me and I do everything on my own. That's not true. That's not true. For one, for you to be here, it took some people. I'm not going to say the process that it took, but it took some people for you to be here. So you can't say that you're doing everything on your own, man. And I don't want y'all to do everything on your own, man. I'm not trying to tell y'all, man, that y'all need to run out here and go get married. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say that y'all need to go out here and try to find some fake friend. I'm not saying that, y'all. Relationships is going to be genuine, and they're going to come in due season. And you may already have some genuine relationships right there in front of your face right now, but you're not paying attention to them, right? You're not feeding into them. You're not giving the value that's needed into them. You waiting for the blessing to come your way. Go be the blessing. What they say, blessings don't come to you. Blessings flow through you. They flow through you. So go be the blessing. Somebody else is looking for somebody else to lift them up, make them laugh, right? Just be there for them. Listen to what they're going through. Somebody is asking for that. So why don't you take the time to do it? That's what I'm saying, man. That's like, you're going to need people in your life, y'all. And I want you to understand you're going to need people in your life. What y'all see is going on right now, it wasn't me. It's a lot. I can give credit to a lot of people that helped out for me to even be able to own this live, man. From the phone, from the microphone, from the setup, from these phone things that you see around me, from the chair I'm sitting in, from the desk I'm using. All this stuff, man, for the house I'm in. It was not just me. It was a lot of people involved in me being able to just do this right now. Do you see what I'm saying? So I want y'all to understand that. Go out there, man. And don't just go out there and be like, oh, Coach Willis told me to go get a wife. Oh, I'm ready to go find a wife. No, I didn't say that, y'all. Don't do it that way. You know what I'm saying? If she happened to come across and she the one or he the one, hey, do your thing. But what I want y'all to do, first and foremost, man, is look at the areas that you lacking and think about somebody else may be lacking in that area as well. And if you know somebody that is, man, try to be that spot in their life to where you don't, that where you take away that void and you fill that gap, right? And you fulfill that need that they got. That's what you can do, man. Be genuine to the relationships, man. Be true to them, man. Because it was Toby, man. Toby the rapper, man. He said, relationships are the greatest wealth. And that's true. Because depending on who you hang around, man, depending on who you hang around, will determine where you gonna go. Depending on who you hang around is gonna determine where you gonna go. Where I'm at right now is because strictly I changed my circle and I started hanging around different people. Trust me, I started hanging around different people. People I'm hanging around right now, well, they never thought I'd be hanging around some of these people. But the situation I'm in, I also never thought I'd be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. So, man, get around people that's going to help you grow, man. And also be the person that's going to help other people grow. You know what I'm saying? So as y'all can see, hey, this is growth. This is growth. I'm coming with more. It's not going to stop, man. It's not going to stop. So appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Man, if y'all could go like and follow the movement, man. It's Coach Willis, man, for my personal platform. For just Coach Willis content. For just me. It's Coach Willis. Coach Willis, Willis with a Z. COACH Williz. Coach Willis with a Z. And as far as the YouTube and the podcast, man, the YouTube, man, is Eazy Szn, because that's not just me. That's the that has the Be Eazy Show on there. And we got more stuff coming soon with the Eazy Szn network, man. So just pay attention. But it's Eazy Szn, EAZYSZN. EAZYSZN. Eazy Szn, man. Pay attention to that. And then podcast, man, you can find that on YouTube. You can find that on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast, man. It's the Be Eazy Show. The Be Eazy Show. Easy with a Z. And you can find us on there, man. So whatever you find, man, if you can like, comment, subscribe, follow, man, share, man. Share and spread it out, man. Because we gladly appreciate that, man. Because when you do share, man, then other people get on to and they can pay attention to it as well, man. So no matter what, y'all understand, relationships are the greatest wealth, man. So get around people that's going to help you grow, because that's going to determine where you go. Man, so it's Coach Wilson here once again, y'all. Be easy.